minute. All there for you in my report.
I'll vote on all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'll make it June 15th.
What?
I will make it June 15th
No? Why, are you going somewhere?
anyway. Will we have a meeting on Yom Kippur?
What
mean-
day is that?
We're here, September 21st.
Yeah,
My birthday's the 19th, so if we want to just take it off to celebrate my birthday, we could do that. Yeah, when we were in school, we got all those holidays off.
well,
When we were in school, we got those holidays off.
What, Yom Kippur?
Yep, and Rosh Hashanah.
Really?
I think it depends on the community.
Yeah.
Some school systems do.
Yes, depends on the school system.
Yeah.
Okay. Need to order, call community into order.
5:07.
Roll call, Arlene. Here. Roger.
Here.
Ann.
Ann is here.
She's here.
Jerry. Here. Darlene is absent. Ian
And Jen.
and Jen. We have an audience of citizens?
Motion to approve the minutes.
No?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yes, approval of the minutes of June 16th.
October 27th, you got the wrong.
I have the wrong agenda, that's why.
I gave you the correct
Yeah,
one.
go by the one Tina gave you.
That one there.
Okay, approval of the minutes of October 27th.
So move.
Second. Audience of citizens,
All approved for the
All
approval of the minutes?
approved,
Aye.
Is everybody here?
any,
Is everybody
No.
here?
Huh?
Was everybody here?
Everybody's here.
Someone was here.
okay,
Now I,
approved, and I asked for anyone, no, any notes?
We're good.
Okay, audience of citizens? I got nothing to say. Nothing to say?
Watching.
Oh,
She's just observing.
okay.
just an audience.
You know what? She's here.
Yes.
Got it.
Audience of citizens.
Oh, this should be on Jen.
We should have taken this out, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, this should- Number 5 should have been taken in.
Okay, got it.
now. And also the special meeting.
Yeah, that should be taken in.
All right. Senior Center Director's report.
Okay. Since our last meeting in October, we have 14 new members, so we're at a total of 1444 registered members. We also increased our non-resident members, we're up to 22. I listed the programs, that are remaining for the month. Tuesday, we have Kathy Nelson and Nancy Moran from the Historical Society. They're gonna do a story share on the Berlin cemeteries. On Wednesday, November 19th, we're enjoying Legacies of Beauty and Nature slideshow by photographer Roger Hart. On Friday, November 21st, we have students from the Transition Academy coming for a pizza party and Wii bowling. Friday, the 21st, our lunch bunch trip is off to the Olive Garden in West Hartford. Tuesday, the 25th at noon, we have the hosting of ABCD of Medicare Lunch and Learn. And we have our specialty shopping trip to Ollie's in Newington on the 26th. And then we also have our turkey bingo on the 26th at 1:30. Okay, congregate meals. As of October 27th, since our last meeting, we have served 210 congregate meals. 48 people brought their own lunch to a total of 44 seniors. So not that I let them, but, some people bring their lunch instead of buying the congregate, and then they eat with the people that have the congregate. Well, this is wrong. Should be since October. Oh, making a lot of mistakes here. Since October, we have transported 91 riders to 67 different locations, providing a total of 489 duplicated one-way trips. Regarding the sponsorship policy, it will be shortened per the directive from the town manager and addressed at the next town council meeting, which is November 25th.
Who got that right? You did?
I did. Energy assistance appointments continue to be processed at New Opportunities of Greater Meriden. That should be a G, not an F. The process now is a little bit more time consuming than in previous years, but these steps are required and unavoidable. So if you hear any people complaining about it, it's out of our control. They don't have enough staff. So they have to do it they do it over the phone. I thought they were taking the info and doing their application and then mailing it to them to sign it, but that's not the case. They're just taking their name and address, getting their info, then they're mailing them the application. They have to fill it out, then they gotta mail it back with their documentation. So it's more of a longer processing period for them. But unavoidable. And then, the senior center has received several important grants that continue to support our programs and operations. Good news, we were notified that the grant I wrote for the 5310 DOT bus, we have been, accepted and awarded the funds for the purchase of a new bus. They pay 80% of the cost and the town covers 20% of the cost. So 80% of the cost of the bus, which is 138 now, it has doubled in price, if not more. It's 110,400 for the purchase of a new bus, and then the town puts in the difference. Okay. The DOT matching grant program, we were awarded $30,869. That covers the wages for our per diem drivers. The Connecticut Healthy Living Collective, we applied for a grant there, and it's gonna cover the instructor salary and incidental programs costs, and I forgot to put, for our Tai
Tai Chi.
it's not Tai Chi, it's Tai Chi Quan. It's different than Tai Chi. And that program is starting in January. And we have a wait list. Okay. And then the Berlin Friends of the VNA is funding our evidence-based diabetes prevention program, which will be delivered at the senior center. We were trying to start it in November, but I think because of the holidays, people weren't apt to sign up for it. So we have now moved it to the spring to March. So that's an evidence-based program. So all these funds definitely, I mean, that's saving the town, I added up like $155,000 in vehicle, salary, well, 3 salaries. So it's all positive for us. and for the town. So, do you have any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
So the bus grant is for next year, fiscal year, or this year?
It's fiscal year 24.
20 what?
It's fiscal year 24.
Okay,
So I applied for it. It's a long process.
Yeah,
So we just got notification.
Yeah.
That we were one of the 46 selected.
Yeah.
For a new vehicle.
okay. So that goes out to bid.
No, it doesn't go out to bid.
Does that go out to
No, they use. We go through
bid?
Greater New Haven Transit.
Okay.
And they work with us with the bus company, which is Matthews Bus. And that they help us to procure the vehicle.
Okay.
So we work with, Matthews Bus, Jimmy Simons, the fleet manager, and myself. In going over all the, the nuts and bolts of what we want on the vehicle, what we want in it, on it, and, to stay within the cost that we were allowed.
So what I'm trying to get at is, doesn't go out to bid, doesn't have to go out to bid. Town has their 20% already lined up.
Yes.
Yeah, the town, every time when we apply for the grant, the town takes that money and puts it aside.
Right, so.
So
when
that
I
way if we
applied
have it-
Last year and didn't get it, the money just stays there.
Yeah,
But
So-
the town has also had added additional money in case we didn't get the grant from some other fund. So, they will then take it, the funds we're not gonna use for something else.
Right. So timeline for this bus to be delivered is what?
Probably like a
Like-
year.
yeah,
So a year from now.
probably, yeah.
I just, again, want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long
From a
process.
grant of a year ago, and it's gonna take a year before we.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they gotta build it to spec,
Well, so
basically.
yeah, so I applied for the grant, I believe it was April, May, and we're just hearing now that we've been awarded. But it's also, depends on if the FTA, Federal Transportation, gives the money. So. It's based on that. Well, it's a good thing, because, it does, I mean, it takes a long time, but it saves the town a lot of money,
Yeah,
a lot of money.
The other question I have is on the sponsorship policy being shortened for the director of the town manager.
Yes,
We want to talk about that under senior issues or no?
you want to talk about it? Sure,
Well,
I haven't shortened it yet,
what is?
because I haven't had a chance,
What was the directive, I guess? I mean,
just shorten the policy,
I was thinking.
by what,
you
just
were gonna
cut
do that.
sentences, cut words, cut,
to cut it down, because originally it was lengthy.
well, originally it wasn't like, right?
No, originally it wasn't,
Oh, really? You
Yes.
didn't want lengthier than what it is?
it was always lengthy.
Oh, okay.
So, trying to get it down to one page.
Okay. And any directive on how to accomplish that, I guess, like, I mean,
No,
no.
I was not given any.
And I don't think Ryan's been given much directive.
So I'm just going to, I mean, if you have any suggestions or whatever, just let me know, but I'm just gonna go through it and
well, I guess this next
shorten.
question gets directed to you, Barbara, then. Part of what you sent out to the commission. Are we gonna discuss that and?
I was gonna discuss that under old business.
That's fine, I just,
Yeah,
and
no,
as,
that's
as
okay.
part of that discussion, we can talk about. Cuts to the
Yes,
proposal,
yes.
I don't wanna just duplicate conversation.
Okay,
Any other questions?
yes, when was the pizza party with the kids?
It's going to be
Oh,
this
it was-
Friday,
Oh, Friday,
yes. You have to sign up,
and that's here?
yes.
What time is that?
11. I think it's at, what did we? It is at, sorry, 11:45.
Does that interfere with the lunch?
What?
Does that interfere with the lunch?
No, we just close
Close
it.
it off?
Yeah, they'll be on that side. They'll eat, they'll play Wii bowling, and then lunch will be over here. That's the group that we always collaborate with, like
Yeah.
we go down to their facility. And then we have them back here for an activity and lunch. So. That's what that is. Does everybody know what the Transition Academy is? Okay, so it's actually the Central Connecticut Transition Academy. It's part of the Berlin school system. But they do let students. From other towns into the academy. It's for those that have, have already graduated, but they're in need of additional education or schooling, so they can go from 18 to, I think it's 21. And it's mainly they're teaching, life skills. And also, I think some of them have like
On the job training,
on-the-job training,
yeah,
and they have like, one-on-one, like
Yeah.
job coach. So we've collaborated with them on a number of other activities, so usually every year we do, we go there, they make. The seniors lunch, they do like a painting class, and then they come here, and we either do like we bowling or bingo, and we have pizza. But, yeah, it's a great program. Great program, so. Mhm. That's how we won our intergenerational program.
And the
Award.
kids were so happy to have
Yes,
us too,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
think it is a
Yeah,
really good, they made us lunch
Yeah.
and, you know.
and the seniors they get sad when because they become attached over the years that the kids are there. When the kids, actually have to leave the program and they're no longer there. So, yeah. That's a great collaboration. Any other questions?
I wanna ask, what's evidence grant?
Evidence-based,
Evidence-based.
meaning that
Evidence based.
it's been proven that the program is successful, that it meets the objective of the class.
Okay,
Okay,
that's it.
that's it.
Okay, thank you, Tim.
Oh, I did have one more thing.
Oh.
Hold on. Regarding the toilets and sinks.
That old business.
No, well, I was just gonna say that I have, reached out to facilities regarding that through the directive of the mayor. Regarding, he wants a cost estimate on that project, because they didn't, like, usually they give me like from the vendor, but they didn't yet. They just said it was expensive or whatever, so I have requested a cost estimate for the mayor, so the mayor said that he would try to find the funds for that project.
Money pulled back from the busman.
That's what I was thinking too. So that's in the process. So, okay,
I know somebody's gonna bring it up too.
Senior housing, Ian? Ian? Do you have anything on senior housing?
The only things I really have that are things that I have already read about. We have to. They are raising the base rent. For anyone new who comes into $800. Now, I don't know
People
how
moving
that
now.
works, you just deny someone who doesn't have enough to pay that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to have a
Okay.
minimum income, which is 30,000 a year, 26 something a month.
So
And
are
if
they
you fall
raising
below
that, are
that-
they using that as a qualification? I have to have 33,000.
You do, yeah, you've always had to have a minimum income to live here, whereas Marjorie Moore don't need income. Because that's federal housing, so you don't pay $50 right there, and the federal government kicks in the rest. Bring it to 1,200 a month, and I think they just got that up to 1,400. So every apartment at Marjorie Moore brings in 1,400 a month. Whereas the apartments here are strictly 30% of their income. Because the state many years back said, you're not gonna chip in.
And we think that the state's gonna change.
And they also, that's part of the reason why we're gonna start paying our electric bills here as well.
Yeah,
Because
we have,
this-
so that's the other thing, we're gonna have to start paying our electric.
In July. I read, according to the minutes of the.
I saw somebody in the electric thing, that's probably what they're looking at.
When we do the reevaluation, you know, the re-qualifications. And we start July first with the new rents. That's what they said will be when you, yeah, paying your own rent.
Also, we got the new flooring in the halls, it's nice, it is, and, it would be nice if they could vacuum it more often, right now it's pretty clean. It would be nice if people would just cut their leaves and stuff, that they bring it on their feet. Or their dog's feet or whatever. Although I don't think they're walking with dogs in the halls very much. Yeah, feel good about that, I think they changed them, walking them out back door. So, we got nice new dryers. The only problem is the, and washers, they put new washers on the bottom and dryers on the top. The only thing about the dryers is they are high. To reach the handle, and they're very stiff to get them open. So anybody who's a little shorter is having a struggle getting the dryer open. And the coins, the way the coins are put in, when we had them last time out, it was all on one side of the coins. You just push the buttons on whichever device you're using. Now, there's a coin return for the dryer and one for the washer. So I've constantly put the coins in the dryer only to find I can't use the washer yet because I haven't put the coins in there. I'll get used to it, I'm sure. But you know, it's hard. You don't think, a lot of times you're thinking of other things, you're not paying attention to it. It's a mess. They did put one in on the end. They put another dryer on the end, right? And we could use that for drying, I guess.
There's always been that because
Yeah.
it's a handicap.
I think they put a new one, yeah.
Yeah, that one we replaced. They were all
Yeah, so
replaced.
that's in place,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so that, maybe I should just start trying my clothes over there all the time. But it's the dry, they seem to work really well, I think it was a good choice, because the other ones we had were horrible. The Lions dinner is gonna be on the 25th. Of it. For
Both complexes, for Marjorie Moore and here.
No, they do on separate
Roger or
days.
separate.
Marjorie's is Monday.
Oh, they do it separately?
Yeah,
And this one is Tuesday.
yeah, they do ours separate from their
What
Marjorie.
date is that?
Monday, Tuesday, 24th, 25th.
And that's here, right? The 25th.
Yeah, it's that first lights in their community room.
They are good books.
Yeah, what?
It's really excellent. They are good books, those nights.
Oh, yeah, sure they are. Okay, thank you, Ann. Roger,
No report,
no report?
nothing to report.
And, Gary?
Nothing to report on, it was good news that they took it a little further, so.
That was,
The mayor said he's looking into it, so.
yeah, what about the plumbing? They were talking about the plumbing in the back wall, they couldn't do.
That's what that's,
That's what they're.
That's
looking
the
into?
same answer they gave the library. The library also reached out, because they reached out to me first as the ADA person to get higher toilets. And we faced the same problem with, it's not just replacing the toilets, it's the way the plumbing is. It's a much bigger project than you anticipate. And the library, it was a big cost as well. So that's what they're facing here too, that's why it's such a big cost, because of the
That's what they're
plumbing.
Looking into the cost.
right.
Yeah,
Doug has, emailed the,
yeah.
I think it's the contractor. to
Yeah.
get a cost estimate on, especially the plumbing. So that's what we're waiting for.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Arlene? Nothing? No
On the
special?
agenda though.
No, yes.
For the same item.
Got you on the agenda, that was a good thing. You have no special interests or anything that you would like to?
No, I cannot interest them, but I did sign up to volunteer, so as I was saying, you know, if things come up, I want to spend more time here. And then I'll be able to see if there's anything that I can.
And you met with Tina, so
Yeah,
that was.
Tina and Sammy, yeah.
So that was a good thing. To kind of find out what you need to do or what to do, you know?
Right.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. My report, I tried to reach out to Joe Bajorski today because, and I made 2 calls to him, he must be away because he never called me back, I was concerned. After the mayor was here, and he said we're still gonna stay here, I'm concerned about the parking. And they said they have a plan for the parking, but that's why I was reaching out to Joe, to see how he felt about the plan. But.
He approved it.
Yeah, he approved it.
He
And
approved
it's
it,
it's
yeah.
the town's plan, not Joe's plan. yeah.
They were working with him.
Right, but he approved what they
Yeah,
came up
have
with.
To work with them.
Yeah,
I could pass this around. This is what the mayor was showing you.
yeah.
Last time I
Joe
think-
approved what Public Works came up with.
So look at the red highlighted area. The aerial view. It'll come around.
And that's it for my report. Old business, I was hoping we could discuss the policies. Discussion,
Go ahead.
okay. All right, anyone want to, have any input on this policy discussion?
So I think the thing that needs to be, well, obviously it needs to be short, or it's going to be short, that's effectively change everything. But I think that there needs to be consistency between the senior center, Parks and Rec, and the library, who all have facilities that they
Rent
Right.
out.
let others use. May not be a rental situation, maybe a low cost type thing. So one of the things that Cornell had said was that there's really no oversight to. If somebody's rejected or declined the proposal, they don't have anybody different to go to, they're going to the same people that rejected it the first time, so. In mind, I think. We had a conversation before. Something got here with Parks and Rec, Debbie gets something that she's not sure about, she'll bring it to the Park and Rec Commission for them to vote on. And decide whether it's an appropriate use or not, right? I think the problem with that happening here is we don't meet every month like Park and Rec Commission does. So somebody that wants to use this and puts it in the wrong month may not be able to pull it off. But I mean, it would seem chain of command would make more sense that if the senior center staff, i.e. Tina, makes a decision and the person who is using renting doesn't agree with it, but then they can they could present it or they could appeal it, there's appeal it to either Jen as the department head, right? Is that the
Yeah.
title? And then if they didn't like that, then it would go to the town manager, take it off the town manager's desk. I don't think it's a day-to-day operational type thing that the town manager should be necessarily having to deal with, I mean. Or his time allow it to deal with. No, I'm not saying just time, but again, pecking order and chain of command seem to make sense that Tina, Jen, town manager, and then it also would be the town council with somebody, wanted to go all the way to up. So that's the only real change. I mean, I think the other is, like I had stated in my letter, that taking out the whole political wait periods and ban periods and waiver periods is just unnecessary.
Are we getting people that we don't want? In,
No,
why don't,
because somebody had an issue with somebody that offered us a free program.
what do you mean we're not? Got somebody out there that are afraid to let them in,
No.
No,
to say something
No
wrong.
one, no one has
No.
made a proposal that we would feel, or no one has made a presentation that has been inappropriate
Yeah.
since 1985.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I read through this policy and I had some questions and, 7 days in advance seemed to me a long period.
Yeah, that can be changed.
And that was one of my questions.
Or that was the 7 days to bring it to the town manager.
Yes,
We actually need more days than that,
yeah,
why?
because we book months
Yeah.
before.
7 days is not enough time.
7 days is not enough time.
Yeah.
Or that's not the minimum number of days?
No,
What is it, what does it read? What is that in?
Does
Cause I did ask Ryan about that.
all sponsors must submit an event sponsorship and review for the administration and the town manager at least 7 days in advance.
Yeah,
At least,
well,
yeah,
I
would
like-
change it to
we would like
14.
it changed,
yeah.
because we're,
For example, to rent Pistol Creek, 4 to 6 weeks, you gotta give us notice. Especially if you want alcohol,
I
like,
mean,
it's-
this isn't gonna stop any from putting a request in a year in advance. It's, all
Right.
I'm saying is,
um,
if you request it in 3 days from the event,
It's not
forget it,
happening.
Not happening.
right.
Minimum number of days is a week, 7 days.
yeah, but
And even
why-
so, we still have every right to say no, because, well, next week we're all booked. We don't have an open thing. Yeah, we
but
recommend,
why put 7?
yeah, I would say, I mean,
It's actually more.
it's really 30, to be honest, because you do a month at a time. You know, your month
I mean,
schedule is
Get
set.
that stuff booked in
Again,
June.
Yeah.
already.
and I don't think, and I think that's the norm, right? I think
Yeah.
It's just, somebody figures out, oh, hey, let's do a
Yeah,
clown party. I got my uncle, the clown, is in town and next week, and
yeah,
gee, I'd love to have him come up and do a free presentation at the senior center. Okay, well, the room's open, we don't have anything that the singer canceled because they're sick or whatever, within 7 days, and then you can approve it. I think it's just to avoid somebody coming in like the door and saying, hey, I wanna do a presentation today,
yeah.
even if the room, there's nobody in there.
Yeah, there's no guarantee we have to say yes. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying, though.
I
Yeah,
know, but we-
you're never gonna, yeah. And like you said, unless you have a last minute cancellation to bring an empty room, but other than that, you're booked by a month.
Right,
The calendar's done for a month,
That statement doesn't change that.
right?
That statement just says that if you come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 days before you wanna host something, it's automatically gonna be declined.
Right.
Don't do it. We won't accept your application, whatever you want to say.
But there's also a very good chance if they come in 2 weeks in advance, there's a very good chance it'll also be declined.
Correct. Absolutely.
but
Nothing there.
just because a room is empty doesn't mean that we have to have that,
Correct. Oh, and
you know?
I agree.
Yeah,
I just don't think you need to put a 30-day minimum.
No,
in that
we-
sentence.
I wasn't gonna put a 30, I was gonna put like 2 weeks.
yeah, I think 2 weeks is a little more
Yeah.
manageable.
Yeah, I thought 2 weeks. 14 days.
I just felt like the whole policy, nothing against you, Tina. I thought the whole policy was cumbersome. That's what it seemed like to me. And it seemed like cumbersome because we have to do it. And the other agencies don't.
Well, I mean, the
that's-
library has policies.
Right, we have,
Do they have a policy specifically like this? Exactly, no. But
Right.
they do a policy.
do we have procedures
can
for
go on their
renting
website.
community center rooms? Yes.
Yeah. they
But
have
is it exactly
policies.
like that where it mentions political groups? No.
No.
But do we have things in place? I mean, just last week at our meeting, we had to have our commission approve a group that came to us because it was an out of the normal group that requested to rent a room. So we get unusual requests as well.
Feel uncomfortable.
Not unreasonable, out of the norm. It was a group that wants to come once a month from 9 to 3, bring in their sewing machines and spend the day quilting in one of the community center rooms. but it's just an out of the norm because we don't typically rent to individuals. We rent to our youth groups, we rent to groups paying to use the room, like our tax groups from across the state, birthday parties, other groups like that. So because we don't normally rent to an individual coming in with a group, we brought it to our Park and Rec Commission, they supported it, and now we will rent to them and they'll pay the fees.
Did anyone else have questions with the policy?
Made a lot of notes. Well, first of all, Taylor, that you did this,
Yeah,
you know, you did a great job,
Thank you.
and I really looked at it, and I
thank you.
think there's some repetitive, like you
Right,
said, and I think
yeah.
that'll help you, it won't be so cumbersome.
Right,
Some of it is things you probably already do, imagine, like you're
Right.
very careful that, you know, materials aren't distributed that you don't want.
right, yeah,
You know that.
yeah,
So in that respect, if you have to do a policy, I think it's okay to have it right, you guys that have,
Right.
since you have to do it, but, I think you just put down on paper a lot of what you already do. And so, it seems like with the political activity, it could be in one sentence almost, instead of all that it is, just that, you know, his political parties may want to come in and do a coffee hour or something,
Right.
as long as it's not political, you know,
Right.
coming into
Right.
serve
right.
is, you know, that's a positive.
That's how it always has been,
Right, exactly, so
that if one group came in, the other group
it's
came.
open to that.
It's always been fair, balanced.
Yes, and that's, I think, the biggest thing,
Yeah,
balance,
yes,
and that it's not handing out political.
yeah, no,
Yeah, we do too, which I think was great, that we candidates.
right,
So that's the exception,
right,
when there's something like a meet the candidates forum,
right,
but apart from that, if you're coming in, it's ready for, or just to, you know, to do a good community, so, yeah, I think you did a great
yeah,
job.
thank you. Even our healthcare, our other agencies, you know, like our banks. Anybody that comes and does a program on, you know, one of the topics, finance, health, whatever, they can't solicit.
Yeah, they're not soliciting, they're not out there to make a sale, they're.
I mean, yes, they're trying to get their name out there, but they're not allowed to like, they can have their cards, they can have their information packets, but it's up to the senior whether they take it or not. There's no taking of names or phone numbers, and there shouldn't be, because they're all told that. And if they are, then they don't come back. I mean, that has happened long ago, where somebody did that and they just never came back. We never didn't allow them. So that always has been the, policy.
And that's across the board, so that's.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I mean, there is consistency there.
And I think that should be at your discretion, because there's no place for people to find information. There's no newspapers, and there's nothing, so when you have something here,
Right,
I think it's important for people to be able to get information.
right, and that's what we select. I mean, because we get offered programs. Ton of them. But we don't select all of them, because we know our clientele, we know what would benefit you, what wouldn't. So those are the ones we select.
And what people want to know,
Right.
and the questions. that
Right,
you
and
get
also
from
we
them.
hear back
Yeah,
from our members, you know, different issues that have come across. And then we try to find a program that would address that issue or whatever. Yeah, we don't allow them to say, you say who you are, you say what your company is, and you do your program, informational program on whatever it was, banking fraud, say, Medicaid. But you're not selling. You're not selling.
you know, and I think it's important for that, to have it that way.
Right, you have to,
People need to get that information.
right, but you have to have it that way,
Yeah.
because it would be
It's
total
control, and
chaos.
it's up to the person to seek out the information.
Right, exactly. Because you're all adults.
Yeah.
You all know what you need, what you don't need.
one on one and two on the appeals. Appeal to the center in 10 days. Do you ever have any appeals?
No,
No, because this isn't in place yet.
what?
It's not in place yet. You've never really,
No.
If anybody fine, and then.
yeah.
No.
No.
No, people are, I mean, if somebody brings an idea, and, I mean, we're honest with them. Yeah, I don't think that's something that our membership would benefit from. And they're
Sure.
very receptive. They, because most of them hit they hit the circuit, they hit all the senior centers.
There.
So maybe, our membership, it's not gonna benefit, but maybe in this senior center it will, so they just move on. Nobody's ever given us a hard time. In us saying no to them. And we do say no.
And I'm sure you do, and that's why I
Right.
feel like it should be at your discretion. At the discretion of the people in charge here.
Yeah, the appeal would only happen as if I said no and somebody had an issue with it,
Yeah.
but I've never had that. So,
Well, I just feel like the policy is very cumbersome. And it's nothing to do with you, Tina.
oh, I know. Well, I'm gonna shorten it because that's my directive.
Yep,
And so then from your shortening, that will go directly to the council for them to.
Well, it's gonna go to it's gonna go, I'll probably run it past, like I did the first time.
Yeah.
Sammy contributed, I sent it to Jen, we sent it to Ryan, and then it's up to him
Ryan will take it to council.
what he presents to the town council.
But, right, so my question
I
is,
mean, the town council could say, okay, that's fine, or they could say, okay,
We'll
we don't
table
want
it
a
for,
policy.
table it for another month,
Yeah.
or we don't want a policy.
Right.
but it won't come before us to review before it necessarily goes to the council.
I mean, I could send it to you, I mean, I have no, can I do that?
You can email it out and people can individually reply to Tina. You cannot have a group email where you're talking about it, because then you've just established a quorum and then you've just established a public meeting within an email. So
So-
Tina can email it out, or she can send an email and say if anyone wants to come in and take a look, but you can't have conversations in an email about it.
Or I could ask who here would like it. To review it before I send it to Ryan,
But just know it's time sensitive
Yeah.
because
because the
pre-agenda
the
is,
25th of November,
that's when they're gonna review it.
Next Tuesday.
next Tuesday,
That's when they're reviewing it.
yeah,
which means pre-agenda is Wednesday.
yes.
But I'm sure if you talk to Ryan and say my
I
commission,
don't have to do a percentage. Do
I think so, because if he's gonna present
I?
it.
No.
But if you tell him my commission wants to see, I just realized I have to do one. I was like, oh God, that's Wednesday and I'm off Wednesday, so I gotta get it done tomorrow.
4-page or 5-page, whatever it is,
Email.
we're gonna send out a new policy. Is that what I'm thinking? Is that what I'm? getting?
Well, Jen just reminded me that I have to do a consent agenda. No, it's not a consent agenda, it's just a new business agenda. But is it?
It's an
Because
agenda
already
item.
Been,
It's
they
an,
tabled
it's
it.
an agenda item. You can honestly use the same agenda item and just change the date probably.
Okay,
And just say, put the
So
word
that's-
revised.
that's.
So that's
due
easy,
tomorrow.
because that's just your, by 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
You're just changing it to revised. I just realized I have to do one too tomorrow.
that's due tomorrow
How you-
by 11 o'clock.
To let them know that you.
Well, if there's
submitted it.
anything you want changed on it, tell me now. Because
No,
I gotta do
just
it
think
and
the
have
whole
it,
Thing was cumbersome.
right, I understand, but it's gonna be shortened.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's what I'm
be,
asking. Is
short.
that what the tomorrow is?
I have to
Mhm.
have my agenda item to the town clerk
Oh, okay.
before 11 a.m.
Oh,
And then
okay.
we have a pre-agenda meeting the next day, and that's where we go over any items you submitted.
I see.
So
So,
when did you get directed to revise? Just,
I don't know, last week,
Last week sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Who
So-
gave you that directive?
town manager.
Ryan.
so my concern goes back to what I stated at the last meeting. As a commission, we haven't had a chance, and we won't have a chance to review that, anything revised as a commission before it could get acted on. So we are once again being
So
circumvent.
maybe we go to Ryan
Maybe we
tomorrow.
just extend it to another.
Maybe we tell Ryan, hey, our commission really
Right.
doesn't want this going to council without reviewing it again.
Right. we
So
could-
you'll do it,
Yeah,
Ryan, Tina will shorten it like you've asked her to, but then my commission wants to see it again. They meet in January. And then it can go to council then.
right. Well, I mean,
I
there's
mean,
no rush.
that's fair.
Yeah, we
And
can
I don't
ask him
think,
to-
yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll.
Fine,
We'll
I'm
do
sure
that.
he'll be fine tabling it till then.
everyone else in agreement?
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
better way to handle it than.
All right, so,
We'll shoot Ryan an email in the morning.
yeah. You gonna email him?
I don't,
Yeah.
I can or you can, it doesn't matter.
One of you does.
One of us will.
I'll actually email him tonight. She's doing toilet.
Right.
Um,
We're gonna get you a golden
Plunger.
toilet brush. I'm gonna get one and I'm gonna spray it gold.
Listen, I got you grab bars, I got you push buttons.
I
Thought I was doing okay here.
Such a plus.
We got push buttons at the community center bathrooms too.
Yes.
People are loving it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you to Jerry for noticing those things, because that was definitely a plus.
So when is the December meeting, do you know?
Doesn't matter. You don't have
January.
January.
January
It
26th.
would actually be on the February.
So it would be the February council meeting. Which they probably haven't set yet. They're probably setting it in
Why would
December.
it be January?
We're meeting
Because
the
we
25th.
meet Commission for the Aging meets January 26th.
Okay,
Correct.
okay. January,
So it would have to be
February.
after your January 26th Commission for the
okay,
Aging.
so it'd be February town council. Got it. Okay,
Now, okay, so we're all set with that. then.
yes,
That's the early.
Policy. Um,
We get snowed out on the 25th.
Stop.
they'll let us know that first soon.
well, it's not a pressing.
Right.
Right.
Now.
They've tabled
Right.
it for how many
Yes,
meetings?
it's not a pressing.
Okay, under new business, I was going to vote on the new meeting dates, but we don't have them.
Yes, they do. They're on your
I
desk.
still try to take the calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, thank you.
I just made a mistake on, I put 2026 and it should be,
The last one,
last one should be
2027.
Did you find that one that I crossed off and everything?
No, I didn't find yours, I just did it based on.
Just went through the calendar.
I just looked at the calendar.
So, yeah.
So we have to vote on the upcoming.
Motion to accept the proposed meeting agenda or meeting time dates for 2026.
Roger makes a motion.
Second,
Arlene seconds.
All in
the
favor?
new calendar, all in favor? Aye,
Who was second?
Arlene.
the new calendar is approved. Okay, is there any other new business to come before the meeting? No? I just wanted everyone to know that January 6th, I'm going back in for knee surgery. I will be in for probably 2 days because the doctor says if you're over 80, you have to stay overnight. So, I will be home after that, and if anybody has anything that they need to talk to me about for the January meeting, please feel free to call. And that's it. Any other new business? Okay, then motion to adjourn.
Who's that, Jerry?
Jerry.
Who
Second.
seconded? Arlene,
Okay.
all in favor? Okay,
Opposed? No? Okay.